E-Flite Timber, number 1. My first one, 3 years old. There we go. We got her up.
Time remaining 6 minutes.
It's going to have a little bit of a trim issue because of that big old camera sitting on top. Battery's not at full strength because of the cold.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
It tends to hold up better with 4-cell batteries, planes that have 4 cells. 3 cells tend to drop quick.
Manual mode.
Might do some touch and goes. I'm gonna try to. Of that. Yeah, those skis struggle a little bit with that.
Throttle cut off.
Oh gosh. For all you guys on the forums, this is the part where everybody said that with any kind of depth to snow, floats work better than skis. Well, this is proof in point that that is true. So I have to confess that you guys are right. It's very tricky trying to do anything with skis in this depth of snow.
Time to start.
See, that was a full throttle on that takeoff, just trying to get it to airborne. Nah, I'm not ready on that one. We'll do one more around. I might take that camera off simply because of that. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. I think it's just got too much snow.
Throttle cut on.
Anyway, take off flaps.
Time to start. Motors armed. Time to start.
That one gets up a lot easier, and I didn't have that beeper going. So maybe this battery is not nearly so bad. Right turn. Yeah, there it is. So this one's a little a little better than the other one in the cold. Not completely.
Time remaining 5 minutes. Take off flaps. Landing flaps.
This is not a landing, it's just an approach.
Time remaining 4 minutes. Take off flaps. Flaps up.
This airplane is a little bit heavier also than my other one, simply because it's been repaired so much.
Time to start.
You know what happened there was I tried to go inverted and she didn't have enough power. Did not have enough power to maintain, so it was going down. I wanted it to go down upright and not head top first. But that's okay. More repairs, but we got that battery used up anyway. What did we rip off? The gear, as usual. And I think we spared pretty much everything else. Oh yeah. Alright guys, in the end, no significant structural damage other than she's kind of paint ugly, but I can paint that red back on there anytime. None of that. But the front end is just as sound as it was before we went flying. I did rip the gear off on one side. That's the side it hit. That's been put back in so many times now I can't keep count. Wings are fine. I don't even take off very much paint on the leading edges, so structurally it's fine. I did lose. I lost the servo rod lock that clamps over the servo rod at the horn. So that came off. I'm not going to find that in the snow. I'll just get another one. But that's what I lost there. Everything else is fine. It does really well on 1-inch snow, I'm telling you that. If you get a 1-inch dusting on top of hard snow, or just 1-inch dusting on the ground, it works great. It doesn't like snow of any depth. I think it's just too deep. It's closer to 2 inches. It's a little bit too much. And the skis get underneath. And it drags just enough with the skis underneath, the front of the skis underneath the snow, that it tips it. The reason it went down, I believe, is because I didn't have sufficient power because of the temperature, the cold, with those batteries, so that when I flew it inverted, the battery was weak enough to where I could not bring enough power to keep it flying inverted. It wanted to slowly descend. So I tried to roll it out before it got there. It wouldn't have done me any good to hit my my safe mode because it was inverted, and it would have had to do the same thing. I would have had to roll out. Wasn't enough altitude to roll out, and that's what happened. I went back out into the snow, way out into the field where the crash scene was, to see if I couldn't find that control rod locking clip, or the control horn to control rod locking clip. And guess what? I found it in all that snow. I managed to see that thing laying out there, but that's what it is. It came off the rudder, so they couldn't use the rudder servo after the crash. The crash knocked it off.